Magandang gabi mga kababayan at welcome sa Ang Pinoy Facebook Live. Alam niyo, we're actually very happy that our guest for tonight is actually from the other side, probably the other side in Asia. So medyo actually nagulat ako and we are very, very fortunate to have Miss Cindy Wong in Ang Pinoy Facebook Live. Miss Cindy, good evening.
Good evening, Jaisel. How are you doing? Hi, everyone.
Hi, I'm actually okay and we're actually okay here. Alam mo kanina, nagkwentuhan po kami bago mag-start si Cindy. By the way, as we have mentioned actually in our introduction dun sa Ang Pinoy Facebook Live, Cindy is actually an author and an entrepreneur. So she founded, I'll just read it kasi sayang, she founded 8 Letters Bookstore and Publishing, Passion Hassles, and Tita Lifestyles. But she used to actually work in Hong Kong for quite some time. So maganda po yung ating mga topics ngayon. And she's now in Russia. So kanina sinasabi ko, Russia, Cindy, pakita mo naman yung kaninang pinakita mo sa akin.
Okay, so guys, this is Siberia. Wait, maaraw pa. It's almost springtime and we're surrounded by mountains. I'm not sure if you can see my screen
Yeah, we can
properly.
see it. Yeah, oo.
Oo. Yes, yun.
Ano oras ulit dyan? Kasi nagulat ako eh.
1 hour behind. So, now it's 7 p.m. Pero may araw pa. Okay.
7 p.m. Sabi ko, wow, ang ganda. 7 o'clock sa kanila na, pero tingnan mo ang liwanag pa ngayon. How are you?
How am I? Wow. Thank you for asking. Pang ano, well, how should I put it? I'm feeling very good, feeling very happy. I'm thrilled to share my stories with fellow Filipinos who are watching right now. And yeah, I'm very pregnant. That's all.
Okay. Congratulations. Pero
Thank you.
hindi obvious talaga ang itsura mo, very slim pa din. Cindy, we were actually discussing kanina, no? Because I've asked you kung paano ka nakapunta sa Siberia, which is sa may Russia. Can you share that to everyone kung paano nga ba yung kwento mo na you stayed in the Philippines, you worked in Hong Kong bago natin pag-focusan yung trabaho mo when you were in Hong Kong?
Okay, medyo pang MMK, but I will just dwell.
Yeah.
Summarize na lang.
Oo.
So I was 17 when I moved from Philippines to Hong Kong. It was because of a financial problem. And at that time, it was during SARS time, right after SARS time, and parang pandemic din.
Oo.
And then like we have to help the family to pay off a lot of our debts. So at that time I was 18 and then I started working in the travel industry at 18. And then I pretty much the rest is history because I've been in the travel industry for 10 years, actually 11 years. And then well, I married a Russian Siberian, and so that's why I'm here in Russia right now.
Wow, alam mo, nagulat ako kanina, kiniwento niya na, sabi mo nga, di ba, almost half of your life, you were actually in Hong Kong. And then I have mentioned to you that this is the first time that we're actually talking to someone who actually worked in Hong Kong. Ang tanong ko, kumusta ba yung setup ng corporate life sa Hong Kong?
Well, I haven't really worked in the Philippines, so I cannot compare. But I would say I experienced a lot of pressure. Sobrang stress, sobrang pressured. And hindi bayadag overtime, but you're expected to bring so much on the table. So parang, I mean, it was okay. It was a lot of there's a lot of learning curves, there's a lot of struggles, and pero once na na-overcome mo yun, it felt really good. Sabi nga nila, if you made it in Hong Kong, you can make it anywhere in the world. So, parang okay, sige, kaya ko to. I would say there's a lot of competition then amongst colleagues. You'll just have to choose a good company to work with, a good boss. Although I experienced some talaga may mga toxic environments sa office, 'di ba? But then when you discover or find a particular company na you can grow along with and okay yung culture, I would say you will also thrive as a person. You'll also grow as a person. But I think a good advice if you want to survive the corporate life would be keep on, I keep on looking for that good company that you can grow with. Don't settle, siguro. Lalo na kung bata ka pa, you can just keep on trying. But then on the other hand, kailangan mo rin magtiis for you to learn. Sometimes, I was very stubborn. I was very stubborn at that time na parang, okay, parang hindi naman, lagi na lang sinasabi, malito, malito. You can, and then I told my mentor, sabi ko, oo, pero may tama naman akong ginawa, di ba? And then I remember them saying, we're not counting your the correct things that you did, the right things that you did. We're counting the the failures. Sabi ko, okay.
Oh.
So, sabi ko, okay, so that means I have to level up my game and I have to work better. Na parang okay, fine, got it. Noted.
Wow. Actually, medyo nagulat
Mhm.
ako that we're not actually counting the right things. We're actually counting
Mhm.
the failures. First time ako makarinig ng ganun. That's very powerful.
Yes. Grabe. And then I think I was 20 at that time. And I was saying, okay, parang, syempre I was so emotional. Parang gusto ko pang umiyak na parang, okay. So, baliwala yung mga ginawa ko. And then I realized na, oh nga naman, they're paying me for this job. So, I should do my part. I should do my responsibility. And what the right things, they are the things that I should be doing. Diba?
Yeah,
So,
oo, medyo, wow, napawaw ako doon. Medyo nagulat ako.
uh,
But I'm actually happy that you're out of the corporate now. So how long or when did you decide to leave the corporate life? When was it?
okay. Uh, okay, the decision came when I was 26. Pero hindi mo pwedeng agad-agad iwanan ng corporate life, 'di ba?
Mm, mm,
Kasi the decision or the desire, there's the desire, but are you ready to live the corporate life? Kaya mo ba? Can you sustain?
mm.
Um, can you, what kind of lifestyle are you willing to to live? Parang gano'n na, okay, live the corporate lifestyle, but do you know what's on the other side of the fence? 'Di ba? Na parang, okay, so, but it took me 5 years. 5 years
Wow.
to prepare.
Ano
The
yung,
desire, mhm,
ano yung,
sorry.
sorry what
Mhm.
were your preparations? Kasi sabi mo, it took you 5 years. What were your preparations
Mhm.
para magsabi na I'm ready?
Mhm. Okay, so firstly, I would say the savings. At that time, 'di ba, parang okay, hindi mahal, okay yung salary, but then yung expenses is also very expensive sa Hong Kong. And then okay, and then I said, okay, I need to have an emergency fund. I need to have an emergency fund. And then I was thinking, what kind of life do I want to live? Kasi I have to design all the other aspects around it. Will my mom or will my parents be okay with it? Will my family accept it? Na parang, kasi di ba sabihin nila, oh, wala ka sa corporate life, baka wala kang pera. Ganon. So there was fear, but I was thinking, okay, if there's fear, but I can see others doing it. Diba? Parang there are other people na who are pursuing their thing. And then, okay, so there's the savings, and then there's the experimentation on the side. So that's why I started 8 letters on the side. It's always on the side because I was thinking, let's try to take some small risk and learn. Kasi hindi ako pumasok sa business school.
Mm.
Oo. I studied, okay, while I was working in Hong Kong, I was also studying in the evening. And I took up tourism and marketing management. But then it's different, eh. You know, what you learn from the classroom is different from real life. And so, even if alam mo yung mga concepts na yan, mga terms na yan, wala yan pag nilagay mo na sa tunay na buhay, pag in-apply mo na. Okay, I started a lot of businesses And then I also failed a lot of businesses. So dami ko ring na-lose na pera, nabaon sa utang, and then I managed to overcome again. And then, okay, so balik tayo dun sa planning stage. So nandun yung savings, nandun yung experimentation on the side. Andun yung, sino ba makakasama ko dito? Ako lang ba? Kailangan kong makahanap ng tao na okay sa ganong setup. And doon ko na, I mean, I'm lucky na ganun yung asawa ko ngayon na he's happy with that kind of setup. Parang nagkakaintindihan kami. So, okay, of course, it's not necessary for other people to find their other half, diba? To pursue something. And then I took up a lot of courses and lessons because I think I joined Toastmasters. I'm not sure if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
Toastmasters, yung parang to build up confidence because I swear I don't really have a lot of self-esteem back then. And then I realized, okay, if I have to do this, I have to build myself up. I have to build my confidence up. I have to know a lot of people kasi sino ba yung magiging una mong customers, diba? Hindi pwedeng kaibigan mo lang. It has to be friends of your friends of your friends. So, and then while I was starting Passion Hustles naman, it was coffee and fly before. And then I thought, okay, ano bang binibenta ko dito? Hindi ko alam. Okay, I just know that I have a blog and that's it. So what should I do with it? And then hanggang sa during the pandemic, it evolved into something. So okay, so going back to the preparation stage, kailangan mong like inaral ko lahat ng pwede kong aralin. I wouldn't say alam ko na lahat ngayon, but it gave me enough courage to take the leap. So nung time na yun, minsan kasi luck is also on our side. Nagsara yung company. Nagsara na yung company. So instead of quitting the job, you know what happens when they close the company. They will pay you for working with them for a long time. So okay, it's even a better deal. So luck was on my side, and so that's how I managed to turn things around.
Okay. Wow, ang ganda yung sabi mo yung sa preparation. Kasama na rin siyempre yung swerte. But you've mentioned something na maganda actually. You had several businesses. You've tried several businesses and you failed. Could you actually share some of the businesses that you've tried before we go to the successful ones? At saka ano yung mga nangyari? Bakit sa tingin mo nag-fail yun at ano yung natutunan mo doon sa nangyari?
Okay, hindi ko na isama yung mga businesses ko nung bata pa ako. Paggawa ng assignment, paggawa ng project.
Wow!
Hindi ko
Pinoy
na
na Pinoy.
yun.
Oh, talaga, iba talaga ang Pinoy, no?
Oo. Lahat na pinasok. Yung isa, it was a jewelry business. Na parang it was based in Canada, and then all you need to do is buy a collection, and then kailangan mo na siyang i-showcase to your family and friends. Ganon. So, have you heard of this kind of business?
Yeah. Oo. Marami galing sa US din, marami rin ganyan.
Oo.
Oo.
Yun. I mean, ang ganda ng mga accessories, diba? Ang ganda ng mga collection, and you really thought na, okay, if other people can do it, so can you. You can do it too. Pero ang pagkakamali ko doon, okay, people were buying from me, but the money doesn't go back to the business. Ginastos ko siya. Ay ko, okay, cash. May pera. Okay, that's good. Okay ba? And then I would go on shopping. Hindi ko siya binabalik sa business. So that was one of the failures I had. Okay, so yun. Ano pa ba? Well, ano pa ba yung mga pwedeng businesses na pinasok ko? Of course, MLM. Pinasok ko na rin yan. But of course, you also need to do your part, diba? if MLM, ganyan.
Oo.
Um,
Matrabaho din ang
and
MLM.
matrabaho, and then you
Yeah.
have to be maboka, and
Yeah.
you have to have the patience na parang, okay, bibigyan mo talaga yung time mo. And then I realized na wala talagang business na hindi ka pwedeng hindi maglagay ng effort. Yun.
Yes.
So, kahit ano pang klaseng businesses ang pasukin mo, kung hindi ka maglalagay ng effort, then wala rin. So, hindi ko na maalala yung iba kong pinasok. But I remember, ang dami kong pinasok.
At least maganda na bigla mong ano nga, marami akong pinasok, di ba? Maganda yun na nakalimutan mo na yung not so good. So, kailan ka nag-umpisang magdesisyon na, okay, it's time for me to open the 8 letters business?
Okay. Okay, great. 8 letters, di ba nga? 8 Letters Bookstore and Publishing. It's a bookstore. And then, alam mo yung, I started this about 5 years ago with my partner Marigold. Hi Marigold. and then our vision back then was, okay, we will help indie writers put their books in the cafes, kasi baka mabenta sa cafes kung hindi sa bookstores. Kasi ang hirap pumasok para sa mga indie authors. Mahirap pumasok sa bookstores. Diba? Kasi the bookstores will take up 40%, bayad mo pa sa agent, so that's 50%, magkano na lang sa'yo, diba? And especially if you're an indie author, you'll need a lot of help, you'll need a team behind you, and then sa sobrang pagmamahal namin sa pagsusulat, we were just collecting anthologies that time. We didn't really think about the money. And then we saw the need. And said, okay, sure, let's do this. So nag-evolve siya. Instead of putting these books into the bookstores, we created our own bookstore. And then developed all of these services para sa mga writers. Back then, there were no free information. Kailangan mag-sign up ka ng course to know more about indie writing, ganyan, how to sell your books, etc., etc. And ang sobrang mahal na mga courses na to, yung mga nakikita namin dati, and we couldn't afford that. And then so what we did was experimenting on the side. Again, we spent a lot of money sa 8 letters, na parang para sa akin, okay lang na hindi bumalik yung pera, kasi para sa amin, we're helping writers realize their dreams. Ganon. And then, until later on, we realized na, okay, it's taking so much of our time, we can turn this into a proper business. We will offer a better services, but then we'll take a little bit of percentage from the books that we sell. I think it's fair naman. We help you, you help us, we help each other thrive. So that's how it happened. It evolved all through these years, and there were no regrets. There were a lot of lessons along the way. Minsan mag-aaway kami ng mga partners ko, and then until I also thought, okay, why not I quit this? Why not I just focus on my job? Why not try na lang tayo na ibang business? Kasi ano ba yan? Nakakapagod. But if you're a writer, yung pagiging writer kasi nasa dugo mo yun eh. Hindi pwedeng hindi ka magsusulat, hindi pwedeng you don't talk to other people, hindi pwedeng, or other writers, you don't socialize with them. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam that you're in the middle of, or you're in that environment, you're surrounded by fellow writers, fellow readers, fellow people who enjoy your art. And I think that's very something na hindi mapapalitan ng pera. And so I said, okay, let's keep on doing this. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, kaya rin tuloy-tuloy yung pagsusulat mo ng libro.
That's right. Yeah, tuloy-tuloy din. And yeah, I guess hindi ko na siya maiiwan ngayon.
So currently, what are actually the
Mhm.
services that you have at eight letters?
Mhm.
Anong mga meron
Okay.
kayo? Mm-mm.
Okay, anong mga meron kami?
Mm-mm.
Okay, by the way, bahala ko magsulat ng Seasons of Siberia na
Oh, that's
libro. But
good.
later on,
Oo, oo.
oo, oo.
Para
Kasi,
mas makilala ng mga Pinoy.
oo, oo. Ako lang Pinay dito eh. Wala akong nakitang Pinoy. Okay, ang tawag dito. Yes, okay, going back to services. Okay, so we aim to be a one-stop shop for Filipino writers. So there's the editing part, the formatting part, book cover design, we even do promotional stuff, promotional materials. We can even do websites for the authors. And then now, yung bago naming service is um, author branding. Kasi we saw a lot of authors, they need to have the author branding. Parang, okay, they think that it's easy to write and sell the book, but actually the reality is, okay, after mong ibenta yan sa kaibigan mo, sa pamilya mo, you'll eventually have to sell this book to those other people who doesn't know you, or, di ba? Parang that's how we're trying to raise the awareness.
Gusto ko yung dulo mo, author branding, kasi yun ang nami-missed out.
Yeah,
Oo.
oo. Kala
Oo.
mo nag-post ka lang sa social media na, okay, my book is going out, ganyan. It's not enough na parang actually before your book launch, you have to think of a strategy maybe 6 months ahead.
Correct.
Diba?
So from 8 letters, you went to, which is next ba? Passion, Hustles, or Tita's Lifestyles?
Ang sumunod is Passion Hustles.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Passion Hustles.
kailan ka nag-start ng Passion Hustles at saka ano naman to?
Okay, so Passion Hustles is a business for this is where we help small businesses thrive. Nagsimula lang kami ng pandemic, but we managed to help a lot of small businesses, a lot of startups along the way. Parang we help do the SEO write-ups, the content marketing, the social media marketing. What else? Yung social media marketing, this was one of the experimentation I was doing back while I was at my corporate job. Sabi nila, oh, okay, ayan na si Cindy, the selfie queen. But actually, it's more than a selfie. You are selling yourself to
Yes.
social media, di
Yes.
ba?
Yeah.
Oo, oo. What I put on social media, iba yan sa tunay na buhay. And it's to help my businesses. But yeah, okay. So going back to Passion Hustles, nandyan din yung branding. And I also have a course, the Passion Hustle course. And kung what I want to show, or what I want to say is, you don't have to quit your full-time job right away. If you want to pursue your side hustles. Kasi di ba yung iba, okay, they work 9 to 5 jobs, but then at the back of their head, they want to do something else. They want to quit the job. They want to do something else. And what I'm saying is, no. Hold on. Don't quit your job yet.
We're here to assist you.
We're
Ganun ba
here.
yun?
We're here. Charot.
Ganun ba yun? Oh, that's a very good one ha. Kasi ibig sabihin, tinutulungan nyo talaga sila para mag-prepare dun sa full-time na gagawin nila.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And sometimes you don't really have to quit the job. Kahit na kung kaya mong pagsabayin, pwede mong pagsabayin. And may nabasa akong article about this, okay? Yung full-time job mo, it can help, your side hustle or your passion hustles, it can help fuel your full-time job. Kasi, okay, nagawa mo na yung gusto mo sa gabi. And so, pagdating mo sa work or office the next day, okay, you do the work, parang gusto mo nang umuwi agad kasi gusto mo nang gawin yung passion hustle mo in the evening. So, ang gagawin mo, sisipagan mo sa full-time job mo.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you have two options. You don't have to quit, but of course, you can also quit if you want to. So yes, and then I also had this workbook like Design Your Ideal Life, which is also connected to Passion Hustles.
Wow, you've actually prepared the design your the book that you just mentioned. Excuse me.
Yes, yes, yes. It's I also made a lot of researches, um, particularly the book called Design Your Life, but my book is called Design Your Ideal Life. Um, and it has less technical terms, and parang mas ano siya, mas in touch, or mas relatable, I would say. Wala nang necessary scientific details. Um yung Design Your Ideal Life naman, under Passion Hustles, um it helps you think or visualize what kind of life you'd want to live. So, maniwala ka man o sa hindi, a year ago, I was dreaming of, um, okay, titira tayo sa farm. And,
Talaga?
oo, ganon. And then I was manifesting it. And I was until, I was pag na-manifest mo kasi, you keep on thinking about it. And then, eventually, the rest, or the universe would conspire towards your dreams. So, yun naman yung Design Your Ideal Life.
Kaya ngayon, dahil sa background mo, kitang-kita na manifest at naging reality na talaga yung design your,
Oo.
'di ba? Ang ganda. Pero curious ako, saan naman napasok si Tita's Lifestyles? At bakit?
Bakit? Okay. Tita's Lifestyle naman, ito yung gusto naming, okay, hi Ma'am, hi Kate, kung nanonood ka man ngayon. So, ang naisip namin dito sa Tita's Lifestyle is that we want to empower Filipino women, with this Tita's Lifestyle. So, yes, we do sell products like coffee and essential oils, and later on, Tita's toys. But, okay, pasintabi po sa kabahan. But ang main core nito is to help empower women, to give advice, to create a community where women thrive. So, paano siya napasok? It started with an idea, like any other businesses, diba? It started with an idea. We just launched it just last month. We had this podcast. We talk about how to do online dating, kasi maraming titas ngayon na, they deal with online dating. And also yung mga tita na nasa sandwich generation, which means they are, sandwich generation is nasa gitna sila, they are pressured to start their own family, pursue their own dreams, but then they also have to take good care of their parents. So parang it's a lot of pressure for titas. I'm a tita too. Tita ka rin ba?
Yeah. Actually, yes. Maganda yung sinabi mo So you have a podcast for that, which I guess napaka-helpful, lalo na doon sa sinabi mo na sandwich generation. First time to hear that. So actually, natutuwa ako dahil natuto ako today, sandwich generation. Na maganda yun. So magandang topic yun. You've also mentioned about the online dating for some people. I know medyo hot topic to. Hindi lang siguro this year, previous years, pero lalo na ngayon. Kasi even yung mga artista nakikita ko, when I read actually sa Instagram, some of them have tried the the dating. So, dito sa lahat ng na-mention mo, Tita's Passion Hustles, Tita's Lifestyles, 8 Letters, meron ka pa bang me time? Meron ka pang time kay Cindy talaga at saka sa husband mo, sa inyo? Kamusta yung oras mo with all those things?
Okay. Okay, if there's one thing Hong Kong taught me, kailangan ang time management, kailangan ng prioritizing, 'di ba? Ano ba yung may deadline bukas? Yun na yung gagawin ko ngayon. And I will just focus on maybe 3 things in one day. So that's one productivity tip. And then the rest, okay, they will just have to follow. And if I can, I will try to delegate task. Um, kasi may iba rin naman akong colleagues who are helping me with this. Okay, kung may time pa ako sa sarili ko, oo, meron pa. And siguro kasi when I quit the corporate job, it's interesting. This is what I found out. When you quit the corporate job, there is this part na, okay, ginagawa ko na yung passion hustles ko. I'm doing this full time. Ano pa ba yung pwede kong gawin na that will push me pa? Ano pa ba? Siguro, well, at this moment, wala na akong naiisip eh. Wala na akong naiisip na how to go further pa. I'm sure I should for sure. But for now, if there's time to hustle, there's also time to rest and focus on the things that you love. Nandito ka na eh. 'Di ba? So, focus on what you've always dreamed of doing. You work hard for this. And so, of course, definitely may time pa ako. Bago ako nagpunta dito sa interview natin, nagluto na ako ng dinner.
Na-mention mo kanina, no, yes, may time, and good to hear that.
Mm-mm.
Tapos, nabanggit mo rin yung about sa dreams. Ano bang dreams ni Cindy Wong?
Ano ang dreams? Okay, ano pa ba yung dreams ko? Siguro, magsulat pa ng maraming libro. Siguro, makatulong pa sa maraming Pilipino na when they're starting their business, I have to refine my services to properly help them. Well, I just want to have a positive impact, positive influence sa ibang tao. May isa kaming project ngayon na that is called the Diaspora Journey, or the journeys of Filipinos going or moving to Hong Kong. So, I mean, I'm taking all of these small steps towards of course, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world. What I'm saying is I'm taking these small steps to create a better future, sa magiging anak mo, magiging anak ko, ganon. And then of course, when pagtapos na yung pandemic, ang isa kong pangarap is of course to continue traveling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, ang ganda ng sinabi mo at siguro yun din ang aabangan namin, yung ipiprepare mo para doon sa yung sa Hong Kong at saka yung sa Siberia, that you want to write like a book. Kasi siguro yun ang magandang i-share talaga sa ating mga kababayan. At yung pagta-travel mo, saan mo ba gustong pumunta?
I'd like to explore more of Central Asia and also ano ba? Siguro Europe, other places in Europe. So, may mga hindi pa tayo napupuntahan. So, medyo malapit naman yung Russia doon.
Oo nga eh.
So, I think.
Yeah, so Cindy, alam mo, napakabilis ang oras kapag talagang marami na pagkakwentuhan, no? So, hihinga na lang kita, nagulat din ako na, 8:30 na, no? Ang hihinga na lang kita ng mga tips sa, actually, ang ganda na experience mo from corporate life, from transferring from Manila to Hong Kong, and then now you're in Russia, from corporate life to business. Ano ang pwede mong i-advise doon sa sa mga young ones na ganyan din ang tinitingnan na path, katulad mo, corporate to business. And then doon naman sa mga nag-uumpisa ng negosyo, ano naman yung advice mo sa kanila?
Okay. So, doon muna tayo sa mga gustong mag-take ng path na to. I would say, if you want to be a good boss in the future, you have to be a good employee first. So, try mo munang pumasok. Try mo munang maging employee. If you're a good follower, then you can be a good leader. Kasi handling a business, you'll need to have a lot of leadership skills. So, that's very important. And then doon naman sa mga taong or those who want to pursue business, their own business, don't be afraid to take the risk. With the technology nowadays, you don't have to spend a lot of money to start a business. Yun ang lagi kong sinasabi. Bakit ka mag-i-invest ng 100,000 Okay, relax. Okay, hindi porket wala kang puhunan, it doesn't mean that you cannot start. Okay, you can always start in your very small ways. Okay, kung wala ka pang business lessons, if you're afraid to fail, then start small. Um, Take the risk, but at least itong risk na to is small lang, small risk. Take small risk. Anyway, if you end up taking the big risk, nasa ano yun eh, nasa risk appetite mo yun eh. Kaya ba ng sikmura mo yan? It will be up to you at the end of the day. Kung marami kang pera, why not? But yeah, it's up to you. But the most important thing is to start.
Totoo, start na talaga, start. Another question, last na to, curious lang ako. In one word, how would you describe Siberia now? Sa aming mga hindi pa
Spring.
nakakapunta dyan.
Okay. Hindi ko pala pwede sabing spring, parang masyado naman boring. Ano ba? Adventure.
Wow, adventure. So, yan ang aabangan namin sa iyo kapag nagsulat ka na ng libro. Cindy, thank you so much. Please invite everyone to visit your sites, yung kanina doon sa 3 mong negosyo, please.
Okay, salamat sa mga umantabay. But if you have the time, please to visit www.8letters, as in number 8, and then letters.com. Sorry, 8lettersbooks.com. And then Passion Hustles, as in passion, and then hustles with HUSTLES.com. Ito naman is para for small businesses. Kung gusto niyo mag-start, you need help, let me know. Otherwise, yung Tita's Lifestyle naman, you just have to check titaslifestyle.com if you want to have advice or read advice for women. And please add me on add my Facebook.
Yung podcast mo is also, saan yung podcast mo for Tita's Hustle? Sa
Tita's Lifestyle. Okay, nasa Spotify. It's on Spotify. So just type Tita's Lifestyle on Spotify and you'll be able to find it. Meron din akong ibang podcast like Stories by Cindy Wong, and also Coffee and Fly, yung original na pangalan ng Passion Hustles, which is also about helping entrepreneurs. So if you can check this out on Spotify, I'll be grateful.
Wow, thank you. So everyone, please visit yung 8 letters kanina, and then Tita's Lifestyles and Passion Hustles. Those are actually very good, and syempre yung podcast ni Cindy, very interesting lahat ng sinabi mo. Thank you so much and good luck. We will actually wait for the book about Siberia at saka yung kaninang kinikwento mo about sa Hong Kong. Sa tingin ko, hindi pa man lumalabas, napakaganda na nun. So, thank you so much and stay safe. Hindi namin alam kung kamusta ang pandemic dyan, but stay safe.
Thank you, Jaisel. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Of course, this will not definitely be possible without the assistance of Miss Jenna, our section editor for Ang Pinoy, who actually assisted and helped us with Miss Cindy Wong. So maraming salamat, Miss Jenna. Thank you again, Cindy.
Thank you.
Please visit our portal, mga kababayan. It's www.angpinoy.net for Ang Pinoy stories, entry Pinoys at marami pang iba. This episode will also be uploaded at our YouTube channel, Ang Pinoy channel. So muli, this is Jaisel. We will see you on Saturday for another episode of Kamusta Ka Kabayan. 8 o'clock po, magkita-kita tayo. Thank you and ingat ka dyan, Cindy.
Thank you.
And
bye everyone.
Congratulations, ang galing mo.
Ay, salamat.
Thank you.